Sag, Happy New Year's Eve to you. Today we're going to take a look at the aces, respectively, for the new year. Any new opportunities that might be coming our way or we are making for ourselves. And then also do keep in mind that aces represent or can represent ongoing opportunities that are already in play, that represent our time, energy, and effort in arenas in our lives that are already well spent, or they're being modified, but they're ongoing. So yeah, it's hopefully a good mix of the two, between ongoing aces and then also new. So we're going to start there with the Ace of Swords. Any new truths or insight to the start of the year? Ace of Swords, show me the Ace of Swords, show me the Ace of Swords. Show me that Ace of Swords, please. Show me the Ace of Swords. Show me the Ace of Swords, please. Four of Cups, Page of Cups, the Queen of Wands. Okay. You were like, I'm kind of tired of feeling disappointed. You've recognized it already. There you are. Literally as the Queen of Wands. Okay. There's something in you that already recognized the Page of Cups and the Four of Cups. This is you literally reflecting upon yourself and saying, you know, I've been kind of in an emotional rut for a while. Specifically disappointment and sadness. You're acknowledging this. You don't deny it. Your heart space is familiar with this particular subject, and sometimes it feels soft and vulnerable around this subject, and it's not always comfortable for you to recognize it, but here you are, standing in your power as yourself, recognizing this uncomfortable truth. And I see you wanting to address this for you, specifically at the beginning of the year. What are we going to do about it, right? What are we going to do about this, Sag? Are you tired of feeling like this? Yes, I am, Sag. Okay, so what do we do? Do we open up our heart space in a different direction? Do we put our energy towards something else altogether? What are we going to do? I'm actually curious as well. Because you showed me the reflection of the issue. It's a strong truth. So I'm glad that you've had it. But this is not how you want to greet the new year. Right? Let's move along. Okay, for now. And if I don't have that particular question answered about what you're going to do about it, hopefully I'll have the time to go back and readdress it. There's a good chance I'll see something of an idea of what it is you're supposed to do as we see or look through your aces. Okay? But I'm happy to see that reflection. You're like, I don't want to start the new year off like this, do we? The answer is no. That's already occurred to you. That's not the issue. The issue is what next? How do we get through it? How do we work through it, right? How do we drop that 4-0? I'm not sure what I was trying to say there. But it was that nasty Four of Cups, I think is what I was trying to say. Let's see the Ace of Wands, please. Show me the Ace of Wands. New passions, a new sense of feeling, a new grip. A new lights of path, a new form of creative expression. Okay, let's take a look at the Ace of Wands, please. Very important to fire signs that the Ace of Wands is. Show me that Ace of Wands, please. Ten of Wands, the Tower, the Star. Oh, now we're talking. Now we're talking. Okay, here's you. I like your opening. It's super simple. It's very straightforward. Made sense to me. The only thing I didn't see was kind of a solution on your end. How are we going to do this? How are we going to get out of this emotional rut? Okay, the Four of Cups is. And you're kind of like Ace of Wands. Christina, I was kind of thinking maybe low-key. Okay. Just blowing the whole thing up. Now, what that means to you is what that means to you, but that's near the literal translation, which is very Sagittarius. I don't know how that's going to play out for you in the 3D. I'm terribly curious. But you're like, maybe I have to just change everything. What do you think about that? I say rock on, honey. It either fits or it don't. That's what she said. So listen. Tarot doesn't dictate anything. You do. If you want to make radical change because you're tired of it, and it's looking like you are, the Ten of Wands, the Tower, the Star. Couldn't make this stuff up if I tried, guys. That's what you call a radical overhaul. And if that's what you need, some of you are feeling that and it hits you right in the root. That Ace of Wands does. There's a certain underlying passion here that maybe I should just change everything, Christina. What do you think about that? Like I said, it either fits you or it don't. So you tell me what fits you. There's a particular labor of intensity here with the Ten of Wands. It exhausts you. So not only are you emotionally exhausted, you're physically exhausted. It's not a great combination of things, you know. You, intellectually speaking with the Ace of Swords, understand you've been emotionally down. And then you also physically feel it. In other words, that Ten of Wands over the Ace of Wands is kind of like saying, I would love to be passionate and excited and inspired. inspired. And you're just like, it's really hard. I'm physically tired all the time. There's no room for inspiration or creativity or passion. I'm always weighed down. So not only do you emotionally feel it, you physically feel it. And your solution, I was very curious about what does that mean? How do we fix this? You're aware of it, which is great. Half the battle to solve anything is awareness and acceptance of it. Then you can start talking about changes. And here's your... So what's your solution? Is like change everything? Should I do that? Should I do that, Christina? And it's like, what if I towered that Ten of Wands and the Four of Cups thing? What would happen? You'd have a star. Part of you greatly desires to just blow this thing up, level it, dynamite it, whatever it is. Okay? And within there is a star. It's kind of like you have to put a lot of pressure on a lump of coal in order to get that diamond, and you have a diamond in there, you do, but you have to get past all the coal, right? Yeah. You do have a diamond in you, babe. What's it going to take for you to access it? Change. Radical change. I see the exhaustion in you. I can tell some stuff came up over the year that you had to deal with it whether you liked it or not. And it always kind of feels like that, doesn't it? That's where I'm seeing the emotional and physical repetition for you. It's like there's always something, and it's never in my favor. No, that's because the tower's there for a reason. That's not incidental. You needed to shake up. You needed to change. Whatever it is that you keep doing, you get the same results. And what do I say all the time? You know, what's the definition of sanity, guys? Doing the same thing over and over again, expecting different results. And you wonder why half of us walk around tired and exhausted and unhappy. I know some stuff came up for you over the year, so I can see why a part of you is really fundamentally inspired and likely desires a major overhaul. I don't blame you. It's occurred to you mentally. Spiritually, it's much bigger than I think you understand. You will see this more for yourself as the new year progresses. That tower, however, is going to have to be, I believe, self-imposed, change by choice. Often change is hoisted upon us. Here, you deal with this. It's for your own good. And then there's the change that we should participate in because everything that led up to it was also by our own hand. By keep on engaging in the same things over and over again, that means we have to be willfully and consciously ready to change. So yes, you do have a diamond in you. And part of you does feel inspired to blow the whole damn thing up, whatever that means. Let's keep going. Oh, dear. You started out so calmly, so simply. I've had this idea, Christina, that I'm unhappy, and it's been like that for a minute. And I wanted to know how you were going to fix it. And you're like, well... I was thinking, call me crazy, I was kind of thinking I would just change everything. Oh, you might do. You are, after all, Sagittarius. Oh, honey, and if you're Sagittarius rising, oh, forget about it. That means it's very much, as we would say in business, within your wheelhouse, but you have to know that in order to generate the activity. So again, bring it totally to the forefront. You got a diamond in you, though. I will say this, shine on, you crazy diamond. Neil, as Neil would say. Okay. The Nine of Pentacles, the Four of Wands, the Queen of Cups. Oh, yes. Oh, you thought you were just going to sneak that by me, honey. There is within you a very strong Ace of Pentacles that on your own you would love to gravitate towards. So that kind of makes me wonder, where are you in terms of being on your own, and if you are. There is a very strong opportunity for you to enter what looks like a very healthy relationship. I am telling you right now, I'm seeing someone outside of you. I don't think it's you. It could be. Don't get me wrong. That the heart space is different. The energy is a little different. You already immediately opened up with your identity as the Queen of Wands. I see someone here who represents the Queen of Cups. This is someone who has a large heart. It's the only time I've really seen the outside energy, and I'm not going to go into it. I can just tell you that it looks clean. That's all I can tell you. And it looks strong. You are showing me Nine of Pentacles, however. There's that strong sense of individuation for which Sagittarius is so very well known for. Independent self. Okay. And your most independent self, the one that feels like you're most capable of standing on your own 2 feet. There's nothing you can't do based on time and experience. A master cultivator of your own garden, designs, wishes, wants, and expectations in the world for which you built, is showing up loud, proud, and strong on that Ace of Pentacles. So there is a new opportunity here to invest in what looks like a very strong relationship. Four of Wands, it's not just marriage, guys, it's relationship. Okay, my energy plus your energy, my two plus your two. Between us, we build this. Okay? You're saying you would like to participate in building a relationship structure with somebody who I believe represents that Queen of Cups. Okay, the fullness of heart. It does feel soft. Yours is very directional. This person's energy just feels soft. That's all I know. And it looks good. It looks really good. I hope that you are in a place in future to access that. But you are saying in order to kind of get here, you're going to have to make change. There is a diamond within you with the star, a brand new path. It does seem to require a great deal of change, but you know this. I feel like you're leveling up very much over 2024. That's going to allow you to start accessing these thoughts and ideas and to make good on them. So in other words, guys, this surpasses more than, say, the next week. Nevertheless, it is there. And it will take time. But it's beautiful if you do. Not many people get to wipe their canvas clean. I believe the Sag I'm looking at, you get to wipe your canvas. But it does have to be a choice. Okay. But yes, absolutely. The potential to invest, a strong investment too, with a brand new relationship with someone who is upstanding. It's there. It's there. Okay. Let's see that Ace of Cups. Let's see that Ace of Cups. Let's see that Ace of Cups. And there I see you taking pride, and then there's the emotional strength and that sense of sadness and disappointment and everything. It stops. It all goes away. So if you want to know, Christina, is that crazy? Is that a bad idea? No. But you already know that, don't you? You just, back here, you haven't pulled the trigger on it. Shine on you, crazy diamond, yeah? Let's see that Ace of Cups, please. Some of you have very interesting Virgo and or Taurus placements in your chart. Okay. Ace of Cups, Six of Wands, Three of Swords. I see you making peace, a happy peace with somebody whom we have a difficult, not difficult, that's not right. Your heart space flows in a particular direction. There is a certain level of confidence in approaching a Two of Cups. I see it. It's tied to your Ace of Pentacles. That represents a fear of shadow of doubt. Shadow of doubt. Sorry, I don't know where... okay. Anyway, there is a cup here for which represents a fear. And it's low fear. Because you're showing me more confidence than fear. Over your heart space. In approaching a cup, I believe you are showing me a little bit of fearfulness that it might reject you. I don't see it rejecting you. There is some fear here attached to it. So either you feel that in this construct the stakes are very high, or there is some old residual pain attached to it, but you two are flowing through it regardless. Okay? So... here we get, this is between you and I. There's the Two of Cups here, okay? These are our cups. This is you and me talking, okay? These are the feelings we have for each other as we best understand them. They show me a sense of pride and confidence when it comes to this Two of Cups, but also a little bit of fear. So you either have a little bit of some sort of pre-existing history with this person, this Queen of Cups figure, or we're afraid that our cup might be rejected. Now, again, guys, fear is fear. It's of the mind. That doesn't mean it's true in actuality. It's a representation of fear, not a guarantee. I don't see the rejection of the cup. I see the fear of it being rejected, not taken seriously. And I think that somebody's old fear, perhaps there is, for you or whomever else is involved, a natural state or sense of fear of rejection in the general sense around love. That's a very common thing. That doesn't mean it's the guaranteed outcome. It depends on how much you give that fear room to move around or room to breathe, okay? But like I said, I do believe you're showing me more confidence than not. For some reason, I don't know, this particular love union, there's some shadows of fear a little bit around it or involved in it, or perhaps it's because you desire it so much. Okay? But I do see it showing up for you. I do see it communicating with you, and I do see it expressing itself to you. Okay? Continue to engage in it, and that Three of Swords will ease in time. I think everybody inherently fears rejection to some extent, especially when it feels like something could be so very, very right. Okay? A little bit of fear is normal. It really is. So long as you are feeling and acting through the heart, then that's all that matters. You know? There's a little bit of pride there, too. A little bit of pride there. For you, sure, normal. It's like, that's my cup. And you know it's your cup, and it makes you feel really good. Okay, yes, honey, you got a diamond in you, and it's absolutely beautiful. I hope that you... So no, I don't have to go back and answer that. You answered it for me. It's like, well, maybe if I just change everything, I could get that Ace of Pentacles and Ace of Cups. Are you asking me or are you telling me, honey? What's going on? And that's for the side I'm looking at today. I like it. Meaningful coincidences. Self-worth, expectations, be open to receive. When you know what your self-worth is, you know what to expect from yourself, and you will receive and be open to receive that which is for you. Okay? When you know what it is that you're worth, you understand things that you should stop participating in, giving into, or repeating patterns with, because you already know what to expect from it, and it's not a good measure of who you are, what you're worth. And it's in that understanding and insight that allows you to know that there is something else beyond this, but you have to be open towards it, and that is based 100% on the premise of knowing what it is that you're worth. And when we know what our worth is, there's no going back. We start making decisions accordingly. But you also have to be open to receive. So in other words, don't allow that to override what you're experiencing here, because what you're experiencing here is beautiful. And if some of you really do have a long outstanding fear of rejection, I can see where in the past you might have gotten yourself in situations over and over again that are not a good example of your self-worth. But hey, you knew you wouldn't be rejected by it. Like I said, once you understand your self-worth, there's no going back. You're going to want to start meeting those expectations that you have and feel for yourself naturally. That sense or fear of rejection isn't going to mean anything once you know what's right for you. Okay? All right, Sag, honey, I hope this helped you. Put in the comments as you see fit. Take care. Be well.